One of the demonstrations is mainly a tool for pre-calculating and editing teaching courses. This was done 3 years ago. At that time, mini programs were popular, but they were mainly used for teaching and everyone used them as a way to demonstrate their skills. Linux's initial test, or the Tang Dynasty's 3-row walk, or the 3-row walk of sending words. In other words, it is a static demonstration without interaction. The reason is simple. If you want to provide interaction, your development cost will be very high. So I made a tool that can quickly generate some teaching materials suitable for microcontroller teaching. Of course, the generated materials are not only suitable for mini programs, but also for other platforms. Now let's take a look at the demonstration. First, let's look at the playback code. Why did we use this form to demonstrate this skill at that time? At that time, I found several foreign websites that turned into teaching websites. Their skill demonstrations were mainly recorded in the form of typing code, which had the advantage of showing the order of typing. Later, I realized that it might actually demonstrate a cognitive space of code writing psychology. In this space, you can display interruptions in the typing process and show some questions, which can improve students' understanding. Let's take a look. This is a very simple and fast way to generate tests. When students first learn programming, they often need to memorize some patterns or templates for coding. This is a very fast way of memorization. In other words, you can provide feedback in it. Let's take a look at another example. For teaching this calculation uniform teaching, sometimes you still need to display some documentation, such as some explanations or poems. Of course, the displayed code seems to have a test question. Let's wait a moment. As we just said, this kind of recording the process of typing actually makes sense. When you watch it, it tells you the process of typing. In fact, there is often a certain order in the typing process. This style of typing is actually very helpful for reading. You see, in recording the typing process, we can insert some questions, so that learners will not spend too much time. This is the playback code, and there is also a playback of running. This is very useful for beginners, because we often need to know the changes in the code step by step during the execution process of the microcontroller. This is very useful for understanding the microcontroller and learning algorithms. Then, let's take a look. We control the playback step by step, and below it are the choices we define. These variables change in each step.